Hey guys, welcome to Picks and Parlays Total Chaos NHL. We're doing games for tomorrow, Wednesday, March the 31st. I've got 6 hockey games and I've got 2 handicappers that are ready to break them down. Up on the top, we've got the champ, Cam Ross. This is number 4 for you now. How's it going, Cam?
Yeah, it's going, just rolling around with the hockey, doing the hockey, but a lot of the focus has been on the dance, but tonight it's all about the ice.
Got to be about the ice tonight. Your opponent this week, Nick from the Insiders Room. How's it going, Nick Parsons?
It is going great. I'm looking forward to this challenge here. Try to knock off the reigning 4-time champ.
It ain't easy, but, there is the law of due. So that's always a possibility as well. May the best.
I will try my hardest.
You've had some good runs at NHL and at NBA as well. So this is a good matchup. It really is. Anyone who's just joining us, if you don't know how it works, I'm going to give them 6 different hockey games. Like I said, they happen on Wednesday, March the 31st. They're going to give me their play on the over-under. Whoever gets the most correct comes back next week as the champion. All right, Cam, you're going to kick it off because you're the champ. We're talking Philadelphia at Buffalo, and the number is 6. So what do you got here?
Yeah, both of these teams, they've been all right on the season. Philadelphia 17-13-4, but the Sabres, they're terrible, 6-23-5. That's awful. This is the 7th game of the year between these teams, the second time in just a few days, with it going 4-3 Philly's way on the 29th, 5-4 also Philly's way earlier in March. It seems like the trend with these games is the over. Both teams give up more than 3.5 goals a game. Philly scores over 3. Both teams, even not against each other, have been scoring. The Sabres have lost a buku of games. They've hit 7 twice in their last 5. They've hit 8. Philly's had 7. Philly had 11, then another 7 game. I just think this one trends over, and I think, right here, almost on a back-to-back, I think it's going to be high scoring again, so I'm going to go over the 6.
Nick, are you getting in the car? What do you think?
I'm absolutely also getting in the car. I like the over here as well. Buffalo, absolutely desperate. Buffalo had a 3-0 lead in the third period and then lost that game 4-3 in overtime. I actually had a play on Buffalo on the puck line in that one. So getting the +1.5, of course, that did cash. So that was fortunate. But no, I just think Buffalo brings the same intensity here. And Cam brought up the point that these two teams both are allowing over 3 goals per game. So, yeah, this one over.
Over we go. We're in the car. Okay, let's see if we can keep it trucking along. Remember, when these two agree, those tend to be our most valuable plays. Those are the consensus picks. So Nick Parsons, Toronto Maple Leafs are at the Winnipeg Jets. 6 is the number here. What do we say?
I'm going to say over in this one. These are two of the best teams in the North. Toronto's coming off a 3-2 overtime loss at home to Edmonton. The last time they played Winnipeg, that game went over. It was a 5-2 win for the Jets. So this is a little bit of a revenge game here as well for Toronto. And Winnipeg keeps rolling along, just scored 5 goals in a 5-1 win over Calgary. So I'm going over.
Cam, do you agree with this one?
I do. Like he said, they just scored 5 goals. They've scored 4 or 5 goals in 3 of their last 5 games. The Maple Leafs, they're scoring as well. This is the 5th game of the year between these teams, 5-2, 4-3, 4-3, 3-1, with the last 3 all hitting 7. I think 2 good offensive teams, both average well over 3 goals a game. I think this one's going to see a lot of goals hit the net.
Seeing a lot of goals makes it go over. All right, so Arizona Coyotes are at the Colorado Avalanche. 5.5. Cam, what do you say?
Yeah, this one's a little bit different. These are 2 above 500 teams. They've seen each other a lot this year. 5-4, 5-1, the last two matchups. Arizona, 2.5 goals a game, but Colorado, 3.5 goals a game. This one could be a toss-up, but the trend as of late for the Coyotes has been pushing the pace, 5-1, 5-1, 5-4, 5-2, 4-0, and I think that's going to continue here. I hate to beat a dead horse, but I'm going to stay with the over in this one.
Nick, what do you think?
I'm going to go opposite on this one. I like the under here. Colorado coming off a 5-2 win over Anaheim. Cam brought up some good points about their scoring, but actually Colorado is number one in the league. Its goals against average 2.24 per game. I think that Colorado doesn't need to open this one up. Arizona is sort of a lower scoring team itself. And so I guess this is our first disagreement, but I'm going under.
All right, it happens. I'm not going to get mad at you. It's fine. Someone has to win the game, right? We're talking LA Kings at my Vegas Golden Knights. 5.5, Mr. Parsons. What are we doing?
I'm going to go with the over. Now, I mean, these teams, they see each other over and over again. They only play within their division. They play like multiple times in a row. These teams just played. It was a 4-1 win for Vegas. Game went under. Now, obviously, LA's going to be wanting to avenge that loss. Now, Vegas, you'll have to be careful not getting caught looking ahead to a 2-game set against Minnesota, which it plays at home the following night. But yeah, there's no reason not to think that Vegas can't put up that same amount of goals, and I think LA will probably find the net a couple times as well. So I'm going over.
Over we go. Cam, how are you rolling?
Yeah, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna go under here. You know, the last 2 times these teams have played, 4-1 Golden Knights, 3-1 Kings. Both teams give up less than 2 goals a game. The Kings don't even score 3 goals a game. Yeah, Vegas is a good offensive team, but the way to beat offensive teams is, you know, the pressure. You got to try to slow them down, and I think LA is going to give everything they have to try to slow them down some here. And you know, we may see another 4-1 game, a 3-2 type game. I do think there'll be goals scored, but I think that hook's going to keep us under.
Okay, Nick says over. Cam says under. We're going to roll that right over to the Minnesota Wild at San Jose Sharks. 5.5 for you, Cam.
Yeah, this one's tough too. You know, the Sharks, they're not doing so great on the year. They did just beat this Minnesota team, and which was a big pick me up. These 2 teams have played a bunch of times this year. 4-3 Sharks, 6-2 Wild, 5-3 Sharks, 4-1 Wild. Both teams score enough, I would imagine, but you know, both teams have trended in kind of opposite directions. The Sharks games are a little bit more high scoring. The Wild games are a little bit more low scoring. You know, Wild give up less than 2.5 goals a game. I think the Wild are going to come out and play much better. I don't see 7 goals. I think the Wild are going to focus on the defense to try to make up for that loss, and this one's going to go under.
Nick, how do you feel?
I think I'm with Cam. I'm going to get in the car with him on that one. A revenge situation here. Minnesota gives up 2.45 goals per game. That's 6th in the league. San Jose has an on-again, off-again defense as well. But I think Minnesota gets back to basics here and shuts down San Jose, and this one goes under.
Okay, we agree again. Last one, taking it home. Calgary Flames are at the Vancouver Canucks. 5.5, Nick.
I'm going to say over. I just think that these 2 teams have nothing to lose. The season is, you know, these 2 teams were both, everyone thought they were going to do a lot better. They thought they were going to do a lot better. Now, these are 2 teams that need victories. They have almost identical records. In fact, they do. 16, 18, 2-1. Identical records across the board here. What do these teams have to lose? Except another game. I'm going to say they play a wide open affair, and this one goes over.
Cam, lay it on me.
Same. You know, I agree. These 2 teams, they played right around Valentine's Day, 4-3, 5-1, each team getting a win. Neither team has a lot to play for, has a lot to look forward to. They both give up over 3 goals a game. I don't see any reason as to why this one doesn't turn into a lot. You know, both teams, the Flames' last 3 games were against Winnipeg. The Canucks' last 2 games were also against Winnipeg. So, you know, they're coming in off of the same thing. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think there's going to be a lot of goals. I'm going to go over.
They are really identical. Look at them go. All right. Okay, so we're going to do a quick recap on this stuff. Before we do, don't forget, if you're just joining us, hit the thumbs up button, give us the like, hit subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and don't forget we have a brand new promo code this week. It's FINAL, FINAL, and it saves you 20% off the entire site, and that is where you can find Cam Ross's premium plays and Nick Parsons' premium plays. Look for Cam at I_am_Cam20 and look for Nick over on Twitter at The Insiders Room. That's also where you find Nick's premium plays at picksandparlays.net. He is listed under The Insiders Room, just to give you guys a little heads up on that. All right, so in the Philly game, the number was 6. They both took this one over. Remember, when they agreed, those tend to be our most valuable plays. In the Toronto game, they also went over. Arizona Coyotes, it was 5.5. We were split on this one. Cam is saying over. Nick is saying under. Another splitter, LA Kings at VGK. Nick is going to take it over the 5.5. Cam's going to go under. Minnesota Wild, 5.5. We're together again. We think it's under that 5.5. And Calgary Flames, 5.5. You're both going over on that one. So that was a really good round. 4 consensus picks out of that. I hope that the people at home can make some money. So thank you. Yes, that's the goal, right? That's the whole goal here. So yeah, don't forget about that promo code FINAL. Use it over at picksandparlays.net. Like I say every week, may the best capper win. I'll see the champ back in this spot on next Tuesday, and we'll do it all over again.
All right. Thanks, Ellie.
Yep. Good luck, everybody.
See you, Cam.
Thank you.